Cancer, welcome to your Celtic cross reading. I hope you're well. I hope you are fabulous. We're going to jump on into it today using once more the Dreamy Moons Tarot deck. Love it. What's going on, please? Oh, that got my attention. Oh, there's some celebration there right on the split. How lovely. 3 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. Some of you celebrating festivities, wedding season's coming up. I know, but for some of you, joys and celebration, more so in the spring. There might be some heavy connectivity, reconnectivity for you in spring. I don't know why that got my attention. It was so loud, but it's like a beautiful loud. It's like, yay! Something like that. Rejoicing for some of you. If you have upcoming plans in March and April, make the best of it, honey. It's going to be great. Some of you actively plan to reconnect with somebody in spring, or the energy's there. I don't know. Anyway, as I said, you know, I'm just fit to be tied. Between Pisces message and yours, I had a flurry of phone calls that indicated the person on the other side of the fence is not doing like their job or their function. I'm like, honey, there's only so much I can do. I did my side. This is where you do your stuff. Because if I was doing your job, I would in fact have your job. Granted, I'd be a lot more competent at it than you are, but unfortunately, this is your side. Figure it out, stupid. It was kind of like, it takes me a while before I lose my patience with people. But when, you know how it is when somebody leans on you and leans on you, I'm like, honey, we're not at the point where that's your side of the stuff. Like, that's your activities. It's not mine. I did my bit. Figure it out. If that was my job, it'd be my job. No, it's yours. God, I tell you. I'm patient. I am. Help people work through their shit. But also, like, you know, figure it out. Don't talk to me until you figured it out. I don't want to hear any more half-assed ideas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's just where we are right now. And that's where we are right now. Some of the Cancerian Collective, hi. If you're new to my channel, my name's Christina. I'm a little different, happy to be so. This is how I talk to my collectives, yes. I have a very personal relationship with my Cancers and my regular Cancer subscribers. You know that. You're smiling and you're like, yeah, that's how she is. There you go. I appreciate you. What's going on, please? Some of that Cancerian collective energy. Now, do keep in mind, these are indeed general collective readings, which means you may or may not resonate. So take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse energies as it applies. Sometimes you will not resonate with them at all, which is also, again, perfectly normal. So check out the placement, so I'll catch you on the next one. There you go. All right, what's going on, please, for Cancer? What's up? I was so close to saying that, honey. I swear to God. I was so close to saying, figure it out, stupid. I was that close. I always do more than my fair share in anything. So it's like when it's your turn, it's your fucking turn. Figure it out. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. Some of you are holding on to something. We haven't let it go. Holding on to you. I don't know. But 4 of Pentacles. It's at the heart of your reading, and it's also the first card drop. So in tarot, if you're new to that concept, you always pay attention to the first card in the heart of the reading. Celtic cross there, one and the same. So I know that this is something that's with you, energetically speaking, possibly in the real world, that we're holding on to something. We don't know how to let it go, but we don't know how to give to it. It's in that tricky space. Let's see what's challenging. The star, your desires. Something here you hold on to because, in a way, it represents a desire in you. A strong one. A beautiful one. A hope. A wish. Something that you've always desired and or longed for. That's why you can't quite let it go. I'm not going to give you a hard time about it. Scorpio, I have to read us the riot act. We have a hard time. We have a hard time not being loyal to our emotions and things. It gets us into a lot of trouble. This is a little different than that, so I'm not going to raise you the riot act on it. You know, I've been accused of being way too gentle with you. Yeah, well. I know who I'm working with. And I've been firm with you too. So no, I'm not going to give you too much of a hard time. Some of you wish to reconnect with it still. That's the underlying. It caught my attention. And perhaps you will in spring, as I saw. But there's something here you deeply desired. It's far-reaching. You don't really engage with it. but you haven't let it go. Let's see what's surrounding you here. Stress. Pisces had that same card in that same position. I promise you I've shuffled many, many times between yours and theirs readings. It's stress. It's surrounding you. It's with you day and night. Relevant past. Six of Cups. Someone of importance. They've been in your past for a long time. If it's in relevant past, if that Six of Cups is in past orientation, which is already, Six of Cups already has nostalgia built into it, time. So if it's also in the relevant past, this person's been in your soul energy for a long time. They've been in your soul energy for a long time, honey. What's saying to exit here? Oh, honey. Oh. Your sense of new love or having any sort of love for this situation is exiting. You're either trying to willfully relinquish that feeling, that possibility of new with this person, struggling to let it go, maybe losing heart for it, literally. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It could be your own personal heart, too. What's in there, what's not in there. What's ahead of you? Death. Something cycling out. Could be Scorpio. Goodness knows. We also have Aquarius energy here. It also could be transformation. I need to see. Sometimes death isn't always death. In fact, that's what transformation is. We leave behind this old form, willfully give it up, so that we can find our new form. Let's keep going. Strengths. You are willing to use your mind. Queen of Swords, look at things analytically, logically, separate yourself from your feelings, to make decisions, to show determination. You are willing to take action from that space of, this is what I will. It may not come from the heart, it may not come from my passion, but it does come from my mind. Okay? Ooh, your environment, you're manifesting. What you're manifesting, I do not know, but I like that. I like how the energy is loud and proud and strong, and this is what I'm trying to summon forth. And it has to do with your environment, what it is you want to experience on the day-to-day. Your hopes and fears, King of Cups. There's more of that Scorpio energy here. Hopes and fears. The fullness of your heart. Will you ever fully love to your fullest potential? And be loved to your fullest value. You want it. You very much want love. You always have. And you strongly identify love with this person whom you associate with hopes and dreams, desires, wish fulfillment. You strongly associate that person with love, not just any love. Love of the past. You've known this person a long time. And also, new. It's like they never really had a full chance to take residence in your heart. You can't let them go. Not yet. Perhaps you will. Perhaps it will transform. You are manifesting what I don't know. But your hopes and fears is that you could feel those big feelings, really embrace them, have it all, have someone love you and kind too. Or not. Outcome. King of Pentacles. That's good. Now, you've just shown me a great deal. You might have a very diverse birth chart, by the way. You have just shown me a great deal of upper level energy, desires, hopes, wishes, wants, dreams, stability. In the outcome, you're telling me, I will choose from a practical space, Christina. You might choose your material world over your heart. It's not an accusation. People make those decisions every day. If you've considered it a strength to choose from your mind instead of your heart, then indeed it would make sense that your outcome is like that. I will choose my material world, my resourcefulness, or I will choose in accordance to my comfort. I don't know, but I need to make decisions that are best for me. I need to love me. I need to protect myself. I need to care for myself, and I agree with you. I want your heart to be cared for too. That's all. So when you're making these big decisions and you're choosing your kind of life path energy, don't forget to take your heart with you because it wants to be here. I've seen it many, many times. It really wants to exist, and it really wants to exist with someone specifically, it looks like. I'm not trying to make it about them. I just keep seeing them over and over again in your beautiful heart. I do like this. I do. It's just, I'm looking at this and I feel for you. I don't want that to be over either. Unless, of course, it hurts you, or it was toxic or abusive, in which case I would not be saying this. You obviously would not hold on to something that you say you desire but can't have if it was that shitty. So I've already dismissed that kind of thing. Okay? This is something else. This is someone, I dare say, that plagues your heart. Plagues your heart. There's an ache in here. There's an ache in here. They hit your heart in such a way that makes you feel soft, vulnerable, tender, and somebody who otherwise has very commanding energy. Why does it feel like that person energy exposes you? You're just like, do they represent the love that you've always wanted or never had? A missed opportunity. A lifetime or two ago. God, there's so much in this. You have such a soulful energy about you. Whoever this Cancer is, you have such a soulful energy in you. It's very beautiful. It's almost like this is the Cancer I'm talking to about that soulful energy. It comes across as poetic. Like, I feel like you're the Cancer who looks at the moon, but you don't tell people you look at the moon. I think you're that Cancer who listens to very romantic music, but you don't tell people you listen to romantic music. I think you're that person that cries at movies, but you cry on the inside, not on the outside. I think whoever this is speaks that language. They represent the emotionality, the romanticism, the vulnerability, the artistic side. That's just how it is feeling. And you have like low-key... You have that low-key, artistic, romantic, poetic energy in you. You're that person who you notice the moon and you're like, that's beautiful, but you would never say it. It's like, you wouldn't, it's like, you know, bro, you're at work. Bro, I saw the moon today. It was, oh my God, it was beautiful. It just like, it shook me. You don't do that. I don't think you do that. I don't feel like you do that. That there's the inside of you that very much does. So I'm saying you were like low-key moon energy. You were low-key romantic. You were low-key poetic. You were low-key artistic. And there's someone who is high-key, speaks that energy, I think. That's the one that represents the star. It feels that way. I don't know. Let's start digging. I'm terribly fascinated. I want to see what happens. Four of Pentacles. Show me that Four of Pentacles, please. Show me that Four of Pentacles, please. Which one? Show me that Four of Pentacles. No. I'm trying to find. Maybe. Start here. Show me that Four of Pentacles, please. Show me that Four of Pentacles, please. Show me that Four of Pentacles. Show me that Four of Pentacles. Show me that Four of Pentacles, please. One more. Ace of Swords. Four of Swords, you know. You're not unaware of it. You're not unaware of it. You're very aware of it. If anything, you hate that you're aware of it. You know, there's something here that you rest on and you contemplate a great deal. In your quiet time, in your private time, in your spare time, you quietly try to reflect, think, contemplate, and heal from that love energy that you are aware that you are holding on to. You know, it's a conscious thing. You are very aware of it. You're not ignorant of it at all. You're like, I know that. Okay, I know. I think about them in my private time a lot, Christina, because I'm trying to figure things out. And it's, you know, you're not denying it. If you wanted to deny it, you could show me 5 of Swords or 7 of Swords or the 4 of Swords. You're not. You accept it as truth. You understand that you were holding on to someone's emotional energy. That doesn't mean you're over the moon about it. In fact, it's probably terribly inconvenient. When we know these things about ourselves, I know I'm holding on to that person. I know I'm holding on to my feelings for them. I'm holding on to my memories of them. I know I'm holding on. And that's admission of the truth. And you start there. And that helps. Admitting the truth of the thing helps. Just say, fuck it, I'm holding on to them. I know I am. I know I am. I know I'm holding on to them. I say it. I know it. I admit it. Right? You don't have to tell everybody else. Just tell yourself. That's all that counts. So long as you're having an honest conversation with you, well, you know, that's half the battle right there. Show me the star, please. Show me the star, please. It's in the challenge position. Show me that star, please. Show me the star, please. What we desire the most is challenging us the most. The Empress, the Chariot, 7 of Swords. We sidestep. There's no pretty way to address the 7 of Swords. There really isn't. It's hard to explain the 7 of Swords, and that's why it pisses so many people off. We don't necessarily know why we're doing it. The 5 of Swords at least is a little more blunt, and therefore easier to understand. The 7 of Swords says, I am consciously not addressing this. I turn my back on it. I sidestep it. I don't get involved. I actively move away from this. I may not necessarily understand why. It's usually at the unconscious level. But our physical movements, we can't deny that. You actively sidestep somebody who represented a wealth of emotions, stability, productivity, love, life, everything. That's a lot. The Chariot could be fellow Cancer. Empress energy, someone who says that they are highly maternal, protective, loving. You had a very fierce heart for it. You did. You're showing up. You're telling me, Christina, when this person pops up, my heart beats a little too fast. I feel a rush. It comes in the form of adrenaline for some of you. And it feels like you move way too fast. But not you, your feelings. Like I said, when you see this person, okay, literally your heart either skips a couple of beats or it starts beating much faster than what you're used to. We turn our back on it. They represent the desire that is a challenge. You see your ultimate wish fulfillment as a challenge. And for some reason you walked away from it and then thus yourself and the energy you felt towards them. Why? I don't know. I see why you hold on to it, but at least you're being honest. And this is not holding on to the material 3D world, excuse me. This is you understanding that you do. Their image, the idea of them, the feeling of them. And I can see why. You're not going to let that kind of thing go anytime soon. That's going to be with you for a while. And if you don't want to sidestep this person or move away from them, you're going to have to claim them. Not see them as a challenge, but as something is meant for you. That's all I know at this time. I feel like their energy was available to you for a long time. And every time you had a chance to intercept it or experience it, you felt the momentum way too fast. It's a very swift feeling, and it's not a judgment on you. You felt what you felt. Your feelings for this person were natural, but I can feel The way your heart showed up so strong and proud for that person. But it wouldn't stay there. And they showed up for a while. I don't know, 3 to 4 years maybe for some of you. For some of you, a couple of seasons. And then they stopped showing up. And I see why one caused probably the other. I just know the energy was available to you, honey. And yes, that strong feelings for this person. Pride, too. Pride that you knew this person. Pride that... Pride in your heart. Strength of your heart. It's like your heart was showing up before your thoughts could catch up. And that kind of put you off. Is that what that is? Your heart was showing up before your thoughts could get a grip around it? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, okay. We are moving over to the Clint now. Didn't even realize I was reaching for it. 9 of Swords, please. The thing that influences you a lot right now is the 9 of Swords, is your stress, your mental anxiety. Okay. Some of you might have a pattern of being strongly drawn to anything. People, places, situations, circumstances. And it's like if your heart shows up too strong, you might pull back from it. It doesn't just have to be this person. Now, that is specifically a person, I have to admit, but you like their hair. You like their hair? You like their hair? And you like their mouth. That's for some of you. Very feminine that energy is. Doesn't have to be, but it comes across as nurturing. Nurturing, protective, and empowered. And you have your own energy in that respect. But it's like, again, you couldn't stay in the intensity of that feeling. It's like, again, your heart was showing up before your mind could catch up. It's like, what the hell? Why do I feel that so intensely? The 7 of Cups, option in love, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Like, seriously, it caused you pain, baby. It's still causing you pain. I see it's fucking with you. I see it's haunting you. I see it. I see it. I see it. I feel it from here. It causes you stress. It causes you pain. And it was a love you could not get comfortable with. So that King and Queen of Pentacles is all about the comfort zone. You had this person's love cup in front of you with the 7 of Cups. You knew it, you could see it, and you couldn't get comfortable in it. Now I'm saying you because this is your reading, but because someone else is directly involved in it, and I can't deny that, it is absolutely 100% here. I am still defaulting to you, and if it feels like it's outside of you, like that Empress is so far outside, I know it's not you. I just know it's not you, but again, reverse energies as a play. Cancer, I'm talking to, when like the love of your life showed up, your heart went, oh. It's kind of like that. We couldn't keep your heart still to stay in that space with them. And it's such a, God, your heart showed up so fast for this person. You're like, no. I couldn't get you to stay there. It's like something about when you see this person, there was times when you just caught yourself not breathing. Yeah. So I know that this is hurting you. I know it's messing with you. I know. The 19th, by the way, for some of you is confirmation. Of what I don't know. Just the 19th. It caused you pain to know that this cup was an option. That this love was an option. It stressed you out knowing it was there. In a weird way, it gave you comfort knowing it was there. But you yourself could not get comfortable acquiring it. There is pain of a potential ending here. hurt, frustration. Could not get comfortable with that cup, even though it was right there. But in a weird way, it gave you comfort, didn't it? Knowing it was there. It was kind of like you were saying, it's mine, but not mine. It's mine, but it's not mine. Six of Cups, relevant past. Yeah, you've known this person a while. I believe. And even if you only met them, like, say, 6 months ago, your souls knew each other very quickly. Which automatically means this person is not like anyone you've met before. They have a different attachment style on their energy compared to what you're used to attaching yourself to. Some of that Six of Cups, please, for the relevant past. In other words, you made exceptions for this person. I think you went outside of your normative for this person. Because it was an unusual circumstance or person, you found yourself reacting quite differently to them compared to everyone else. And that's not without rhyme or reason, honey. There was a reason why. Six of Cups, Six of Swords, the Three of Swords, Death, heavy Scorpio energy here. I am saying this as being heavily outside of you. It might have been you that did it, but I'm feeling like it's them. And like I said, if I feel like it's the other person, if there is one, I will tell you, and I'm telling you, this feels like the other person. It's looking like their energy said it moved on abruptly. Like I said, it was there, and it was there, and it was available for a long time until literally one day it wasn't. So here's what it looks like. It's open, closed. It does look abrupt. And it was like this for a long time, I believe. It feels like it was like this for a long time. And then it stopped. And it was pain. Their motivation was that they were hurting. Three of Swords. That's why they did kind of an abrupt quit. So you both did it. Okay? You both did it. You did not stay in that energy that said, I feel these strong feelings, but I'm not going to claim them. I'm going to sidestep them. I won't acknowledge it. It's not going to happen. It's everything I've ever wanted and desired, but it's not going to happen. And then they kind of officiated that thought. You never really showed up for this, even though you felt it intensely. And then they kind of finalized it and said, I'm exiting. This connection hurts. I love you. I've known you a long time. But this hurts. Okay. It is quite abrupt, I admit. It went from being open, loving, and generous. I'm here for you, Cancer. I'm always here for you. To no. It did feel like a sharp withdrawal. And that's why it hurts, I believe. Show me the Ace of Cups, please. Show me the Ace of Cups, please. Exiting your heart space. How so? Show me the Ace of Cups, please. Two of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Yeah, there's that Two of Cups that you still feel. You acknowledge it. I know. Ace of Cups. You're trying to get rid of the confusion that's in your heart. Because you can still feel the feelings. You can't help but wonder if maybe you can't find a balance to the situation. But it's kind of like I don't know what to do. And perhaps when it comes to my heart with this person, perhaps I've never known what to do. But I will say this, there, excuse the overhead noise, we've had a so-called snow ice storm here in Texas, which means, you know, it got to like under 40 degrees. So it's probably 35 degrees outside, so everything shuts down. Including the school systems, because Texas, we can't handle cold very well. Everybody freaks out. So daughter's home, background noise, TV, that kind of thing. There's still confusion about your feelings. Why were they there at all? Should you willfully ask those feelings to exit? Should you try harder? Could you have tried harder with this person? I still see a part of you with the Ace of Wands wishing to renew. I don't think you've fully closed. Energetically speaking, it's taking a very slow time to exit from this, and I see why. Again, I'm not gonna bust your balls about that, or your breasticles. I'm not gonna bust your breasts about it either. I see why you're struggling with it. I don't know how to give to it, but I still feel like I want to, possibly, but I don't know what to do. I know what you want to do. You want to claim the love that was always here, just you didn't allow it. You actively stepped away from it. You don't know what to do with the love. Yeah, you do. Actually, you want to take that love very much and make it yours. Like I said, you have this interesting feeling in you that says that that's mine, it's not mine. Like I said, it gave you a weird sort of mixed comfort knowing it was there. And it stressed you out knowing it was there at the same time. For some of you, simply you have too much juggling in your heart. There could be more than one person in there that preoccupies it. And if that's true, you're trying to figure out your feelings. Who is who, which is what, and there's one person here then, if that's true. That's for some of you. There is one person that you would like to put more energy into, rekindle with. And if you do have more than one person rolling around in your heart, and that's a possibility here, there's one person that you would actually like to see in your life, more so on the emotional level than anyone else. They, I believe, represent the star. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. Let's see if death has well and truly occurred, acceptance, or transformation. Yeah, we're going back to this one now. Show me death, please. Show me death, please. Show me death, please. Show me death, please. Show me death. Show me death. Queen of Wands for some of you. You either attribute that person with that personality, or perhaps it's you. The Lovers. The Fool. We haven't quite given up on that dream. We'll keep it between us. You feel it still. It's like you're looking around at yourself. Okay, this probably should have died by now. This should have died by now. This feeling, this sensation, get it the fuck out. It should probably be gone by now. I don't know what part of you thinks that. Probably this one. The one that's used to saying if it's not rational, then it's not rational. If it's not logical, it's not logical. There's a part of you that's like this. But again, it's like it's not applying to this person. Because it's not. It's not your head that fell in love with this person. It's your heart. Okay. No, it hasn't quite gotten No, it has not. It has not. No, the dream and the feeling is as alive as it ever was, and it's actually getting sharper, if you can believe it. I'm gonna go ahead and take a wild guess, Cancer. This isn't done yet. The fact that you were holding on to it in the beginning means nothing to me. You can learn to let go. I assume that's what death was, and then you pulled that whopper on me. If anything, the vision of this person got stronger. Now, I know you're over here waiting your love for this person to exit. But a part of you is showing me conflict because you would still renew it. I think this speaks to a love that you've never experienced before. You had always wanted to. And when it showed up, you shied away from it. I understand if this person makes your heart skip a couple of beats. Or it speeds up. And I know that there's a deeper reason here that I'm not seeing. But I do know this person represents a very sharp score along your timeline that says it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Now, I know that this person did what they did, and they did it sharply. I also believe they had their reasons, just like you had your reasons. You turned your back on the connection, despite how strongly you felt it, and they eventually shut the door. Now, it might have been a radical shut. It might have been abrupt. Given this energy, I can see why. And it was based in pain. Your person's telling me that they were in pain. They felt ultimately rejected in this connection. Do you see why? They had their reasons. You had yours. But the energy and therefore the outcome between you two is phenomenal. That is, that's more than once in a lifetime. That's more like once in a couple, several lifetimes. This is more than what most people could experience. Aquarius, Gemini, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. We would still very much open ourselves up towards this star. The pull is strong as it ever was, and for some reason it's actually getting sharper, not duller. You expect it to get duller, but it has not. There is some sort of revival here. I'll see if I can hone in on that. Yeah, if there was a transformation, honey, if anything, the energy between you two got sharper. That's quite a thing. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. Your strengths. Oh, I'm sure you're used to being like logic, reasoning, practical, logic, reasoning, practical, logic. Yeah, I know. It didn't work. Not on this person. Show me that Queen of Swords, please. I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at the pain you've been through. I just, it's when you, a tarot reader, when we see energy like this, the first thought is, what's stopping you? Do what you need to do to get there, because that's where you want to be. That's also where your heart wants to be. That's where your long-term wish is. That's where your soul companion is. That's your hope and your desire. You're walking around in the world hoping one day you'll fall right back into them again. That's everything you've ever wanted in this lifetime and in the next. What's stopping you? So you both must have had pretty damn good reasons. I might see them, I might not. That might be your business at the end of the day. I don't know. Show me the Queen of Swords, please. Again, if this is someone who hurt you or abused you, I wouldn't be seeing this. This is not that. Queen of Swords, Tower, what you learning? Six of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Something is going to occur to you. I don't know what that is. But something's going to occur to you that's going to change your approach in things. Confidence. You see something that you did not see before. And it kind of gives you a sense of direction about what to do and where to go. I see what looks like knowledge crashing in on you, and you actually accepting it quite well. It gives you a sense of direction. It gives you a sense of hope. What this is that occurs to you, I do not know. But you're also telling me you have a history of solving problems. And sometimes things hit you in the form of inspiration. When you're in the middle of doing something, that's when your mind tends to relax and it comes up with solutions to problems. You're going to have another one of those moments when it comes to this connection. And it should be happening soon. The Magician. In other words, what to do about this is going to literally come to you. Like all your other kind of aha moments. When it seems like you have no solution, nowhere to go, that's when you find something. An idea occurs to you. The environment, the Magician. Show me the Magician, please. You are trying to pull something in. The environment, something you wish to see in your space. For yourself. I don't know. Let's take a look. Show me the Magician, please. We're doing stuffed chicken breast tonight with wild rice. Hell yes. 4 of Cups, 9 of Swords, the Hierophant. You want a way out of this feeling. I got some. It's something. Oh, put this aside for a second. There's something kicking off in your home world. I don't like it. This is completely separate. In your environment, you want to see radical improvement in something that's not improving. It makes you perpetually unhappy, but you feel obligated to it as the Hierophant. This is something that you've already given pre-existing permission to be in your life. And you want to manifest better energy for it, but it's not coming through. And it's stressing you right out. You're literally telling me I want to see better things in my home environment, something that's very close to you. Very close. And it's something that you have already had, you have pre-existing engagement. The Hierophant, we must remember, isn't just commitment. He boils down to permission. This is someone who's in your environment, in your home environment, that you have given permission to access your life. That you say it should be better than this, but it's not. I don't like it. It actually stresses you out. Not only does it stress you out, it disappoints you phenomenally. You might have some Taurus in your chart. I feel like that's coming from within you, that Hierophant. I don't think it's outside of you. I think it is you. And you're telling me I want better things in my environment. I'm commanding that. But all it does is stress me out further and disappoint me. You want better things, but those better things are not pulling through. You don't feel any better about them today than you did yesterday, and probably not tomorrow. So there is something here already in a pre-existing energy that you feel obliged to, very much so, but it's not doing well. I don't like that. It makes you very upset, and it disappoints you continuously, specifically as it regards the emotions. It's very draining mentally, and emotionally leaves you feeling flatlining. It causes you pain. I don't know what this is, but it's in your immediate environment. You would Magician and improvement, but it's not improving. King of Cups, the hopes and fears, your heart space, the best parts of you, the best of your heart, the best years of your heart, the best years of your emotional quality. Show me that King of Cups, please. Show me that King of Cups, please. Show me that King of Cups, please. This is blunt in its own way. It's not the I'm deeply in love and strongly, poetically, romantically desire and am spiritually connected to. This is a whole other side of you, a big side of you. This is where you actually are, and I don't like it. You feel very obligated to this. It's like I can't get out of it. I don't like that. It feels trapped. It feels like it's trapped. So it's like you're manifesting better for it, but you can't. Five of Swords. 7 of Cups. What you're telling yourself you should be manifesting, this is a lie. What you actually want to manifest is this. You're showing me two manifestation principles. One about the thing you actually give your real world immediate energy to, and it hurts you, disappoints you, stresses you out. Okay? But it's in your life, you've given it permission to be in your life, and it drains you considerably. But it's like, I can't talk about that. I'm not allowed. I can't say that. And then over here, the King of Cups, the biggest part of you that wants to feel the most and have the most say, you're saying, I'm not manifesting that at all. No. This is where my manifestation efforts are going, not towards this. So do be aware that you are pulling that bigger love energy towards you. You are. I don't think you're actively acknowledging it, but you are pulling it towards you. I told you I don't think it's over, but I don't want you pulling it in unconsciously either. Okay, because you're going to end up rejecting it if it comes back around. So if it does come back around and it seems like it's already on that course, Cancer, then let it happen of its own accord. We don't need to plot. We don't need to act like we're not trying to. You already know, and you've told me very clearly, consciously, and with clear mind that you know you hold on to this person. You actively think about them. So you don't need to tell me I'm not trying to pull them in. I'm not trying to pull them in. Yes, you are. Okay? We're not done with this energy. I genuinely believe you're not done with it. I don't care how snappy that was. And I don't care. Yes, they have a very firm sense of will. Yes, they have a very firm sense of direction. And that's kind of the obligations of being the Empress. You have to know when you are wanted and when you're not wanted. And the Empress has to be wanted. She has to be needed. Okay? And if this Empress was interpreting you as not showing up or giving your heart, or you weren't interested, despite what you were feeling, yeah, they were going to do a hard exit at some point. I think they kept themselves open to you as long as they feasibly could, because they love you a great deal, and you share a lot of history with this person. So you don't need to tell me I'm not summoning them. I'm not summoning them. Yes, you are. You're summoning literally the largest part of your heart and where you feel the most, and you've pointed repeatedly to where your heart feels the most. And it is this person. Now, it could be that you honestly felt you were not in a position to take this on. You enjoyed knowing it was there, and it made you feel very strong things. That was not a coincidence. But it's like you knew you couldn't have it because there are other things in this life that you are already very much involved in, agreed to, have permission for, and it takes from you a great deal. And this person gives and gives and gives. Their energy is so huge until they cut it off, like very abruptly, I grant you. They did it because they said they were in pain when it comes to you. Because they loved you. But you weren't showing up for them. Not in that way. You weren't available to. It's not an accusation. I just don't know how preoccupied you are in the real world. Enough so that you turned this down. Or rather, your awareness of it consciously. I'd like to think if you were a freer agent, you would have gone to this without hesitation, because it wants you bad, and you want it bad. It's more than lust. It's a beautiful connection. The energy's wild, man. This person speaks to your heart in ways other people, places, things, situations, circumstances simply could not. Show me that King of Pentacles and your outcome. Let's see what you do for now. The practical thing, the resourceful thing. Focus on your material world. Focus on yourself. Could be. That might be a lesson you need to learn. What is right for you. 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, standing up for it, Ace of Pentacles. We're going to try. We're going to give this thing a shot. I don't know why, but you're standing next to it. You're standing next to it. You're standing by that decision. You're going to try to make something work. What that is, what that means, I don't know. I just see that you're standing by it. Your King of Pentacles self. It says, practically speaking, I have an idea. And I'm starting to see your material 3D world efforts to make it come together. You're standing by it. What that looks like to you, I don't know. But it's like you're trying to get some energy generated. Either with this situation to be more cooperative, or to get this person back into your energetic field. It does say cooperate. I just know you're standing by it. Seven of Wands, I'm standing by this plan. You got a plan here. Okay. And it's looking like rebuilding efforts. So we have something stronger to offer. Put more work into it. Put more feeling into it. Put more collaborative efforts into it. And you're standing by it too. You're not backing down on that. You are telling me you've made up your mind. I just don't know where that collaborative effort's going. This situation or this one? I'd like to see that, actually. Because I don't know. But it's like, I'm just happy that you made a decision. It's right here. You made a decision. You're sticking to it. And I believe it has something to do with this moment. This aha. I got it. I figured something out. Yeah, you did. And it came to you in one of those moments that you've had before, where it seems like you have no solution. You suddenly find one. You're not just all dreamy, romantic, poetic. There's a big part of you that has a working function. This person speaks to that side. Very much so. Not just romantically, but at the soul level too. But you're used to functioning from a sword and pentacle mentality. This person represents everything that you've never really got to live through, I don't think. You're used to operating from, this is life as I know it. Sometimes I shuffle shit around, and it's usually the same shit that's getting shuffled around. Same shit, different day, Christina. You know how to coordinate, you know how to make decisions. You're a practical Cancer, you do this, you do that. But this person taps into that side of you that you didn't even know was missing. I'm trying to... You feel pretty good about this. You feel pretty good about this. This is the thing that you're going to build and stand behind. The idea has occurred to you. You got it. You're going to start initiating that plan. The rebuilding and or reconstructing efforts in the real world. And you're standing by it too. I wonder who it's aimed at. Why do you do that? Why do you do that? Why do you show me shit like that? Why? I don't do it. You do. This is your energy. You tell me what's up. I don't tell you what's up. Why do you do that, Cancer? This is why sometimes I swear to God, I just don't know what to do with you sometimes. And I'll tell you why. There's that part of you that is so deeply emotional and romantic, and it's the side you're used to least expressing what you want the most. This person represents that. They bring out your poet in you, whatever you want to call it. I get it. I get it. You can't openly declare it yet. I just know that one day you hope to. You just showed me a really secretive side, and I hope I don't upset you. I don't want to upset you. I just want to understand you. Secretly. And you can say, share the person, that's fine. I see them having done a cold exit, and I am sorry about that, especially if it's a Scorpio. Could be. Sure. We do tend to do that. It's a form of self-protection. We understand our love's not being used, wanted, or desired. We'll leave. That does happen. But I promise you, they said they were in pain. That's why they did it. But you say shit like that to me, and it's like, damn it, Cancer. This is why I don't push on you. I just can't. I don't have it in me. I don't have the heart. I don't have the heart to push on you like that. I just don't. Because then you show me shit like that, and then it fucks me all up. Like, I just... Ace of Cups 4 of Wands, the moon. Just rough and dirty translation. Okay, and you don't be upset. It's just, it either is or it isn't. You secretly hope one day, maybe you and them might be a little more like, you know, together. Relationship, commitment, marriage. I was looking for your motivation. Okay. A big chunk of it's love. You really deeply desire and fear the love that you're saying you're not pulling in, but you are. I wanted to know where your constructive efforts were going because you're standing by it pretty damn firm. Something occurred to you about how to approach this, and I see you approaching it. Tentatively, cooperation. You're even being a little insistent, too, with that person. I really think we should try this. I think we should give it a shot. I think we should try to collaborate, start from scratch. I stand by this, and I would like you to join me in those efforts, something like that. And there's real legitimacy behind it with the Ace of Pentacles, and I kind of want to know what the motivation is. Ace of Cups, 4 of Wands, the moon. Secretly, you might have some Pisces in you. Secretly, you hope that one day it will mean something more. It might be a very deep secret. You may not be aware how much you desire this. But I told you this wasn't done. You know it's not done. I don't care how hard they walked or how sharp their words were or weren't. Perhaps they ghosted altogether. I don't know. I just know it's not done. And you don't want it to be. You hope somewhere in there, in time, maybe it will be to something more. That's why we're putting any sort of, it's not a guarantee, it's under your moon. It's so very quiet back there. You may not openly acknowledge either. The reason I'm making any effort at all and insisting on it, you might even push on them a little bit. Hey, you, I'm trying. Can we start here and maybe just peace, let's try. Can we collaborate? And that's your motivation, because somewhere through all this and over time, maybe one day, it could be our future person, our future spouse, our future something. I told you it's not done. Just please know you are manifesting bigger love. I believe you're trying to generate more positivity in your environmental situation, but it's not coming through. And that's something that you need to come to terms with. I don't know what this is. I don't like it. It doesn't feel right at all. And it doesn't match you at all. And it's something you're increasingly losing faith in. I don't think you particularly care for it anymore. But it's been given permission to be in your life, and it drains you. I know you want to evoke more love for this situation. I don't think you can. I think it's a fallacy. And I think it's another one of your Five of Swords to the Seven of Cups. I'm not trying to put my love out to here. I'm trying to put my love into this, whatever this is. It needs my full-time attention. It needs my compassion. It needs my love. I think you're trying to put more love into this situation than it can possibly have, where your better manifestation efforts are probably directed at this. You know this at the unconscious level. You know it at the unconscious level. Even if you don't recognize it in your reality, it's buried way down in there in you. You know something here is a waste of your permission. It's a waste of your love and your effort, and it disappoints you. You keep saying, put love into that, put love into that. It's not being received. This person is waiting to receive. And it's looking like you are better invested in cultivating this. The reason why you're trying it all is because one day you hope it will be something greater, but it's a secret. It's way down there. Speaking of which, let's see that. When might the investment process begin for some of you? Literally Pisces season, where I think prior to that, you're like, ha, got it. There's a moment there. Where is that? Where do you have these moments? Where do you have these moments? You have these moments where things kind of hit you and they fall into place about what to do or say next. Here, you don't know what to do. You hope, but you don't dare admit it to yourself. Then something hits you. I know what to do. It generates this activity. You have these moments. Are you outside when you have these moments? When you're having your coffee? Anyway, you might show constructive efforts towards this and stand by it. You might even nudge that person a little bit. You have some firm energy in you. You do. With this person, you couldn't be firm with them. You couldn't push them away. You snuck away from your feelings for them, but you couldn't really push them away. They do not represent that practical side. They don't represent the rational side. They represent your best side. Full heart that would blast itself wide open. I want to say this proposal, this constructive effort, a little bit of nudging. You might have some Taurus in your chart. I'll tell you what, they fucking love to nudge. They love to nudge. They love to nudge. Because people nudge them all the time, so they do it to other people. You know, yeah, you might. I also see you have, I did see that. There is Taurus here. You might have some also strong air in you. Particularly Gemini, does not have to be. Aquarius, of course. That Scorpio energy looks like it's coming from outside of you. Cancerian, Taurus, Libra again. As I was saying. And for some of you, some shit went down last Scorpio season. It's here several times. The 13th, FYI, might be important. Double 13, the 26th, might be important to some of you. There you go. Show me that, please. I cannot defend Scorpio's retreat process. I cannot. It can be a harsh exit, a quick exit, a ghosting exit. I cannot defend that. It is true. We are prone to that. Whatever else we can say about our sign, I will say this. We are emotional loyalists and everything runs very deep. So if it feels like it's not being reciprocated or someone can't love us back, we gotta go. It hurts too much to stay or to fight it out, because if a Scorpio stays and fights and fights and fights, they begin to lose the love they had. So it's rather just better to cut it off and exit and remember the feelings for what they were than to have them turn into something toxic. I'd rather leave you than fight you. That kind of thing, you know? That's all I can really say. If it's another sign, I couldn't tell you. I'm really only qualified to explain Scorpio's exit energy. Not other people's. I can't explain other people. Just mine. Okay. Some of you are in the process of traveling. Once more, I'm saying that for somebody consistently. You're always traveling. You're always on the road. Somebody's always on the freaking road. The idea is to balance, correct? Yes. but we're still in an interim phase of I can't yet, the activity's not convenient. You have bursts of energy where or time frames where you're just not available. Again, it has to do with this gross preoccupation over here. The intention is here to balance. I see that. The 11th might be important, the 12th as well as the 6th, and a variation of those. And some of you, whenever you get back from this busy state of travel, that's when we'll get closer to this. So it's conditional for some of you. Some travel plans are in place that we cannot get around. You have great big portions of your energy that are absent at times. Just totally absent. Like when you withdraw from this, you withdraw from it. And then when you're in it, you're in it. Because it's something over here. And we've already discussed it. It could be work that takes you away from chunks at a time. But this... I think you're trying to pull more from the universe on this situation than is actually energetically allowable. That's why I'm concerned. There they are again. And you're actually quite happy. The idea of balancing with them makes you very, very happy. Feels very good. 6th might be very important. The 12th, for that same reason. June. We're very pleased again. Great. So when does this happen? I can't seem to zero in on that. I can't see it as being as far out as June. I think you two hit a much better stride with each other by summer. The energy comes shining through. The situation feels a hell of a lot more balanced. And our emotions are showing up more clearly for this person. So when do we start the reconstructive effort? The earliest hint I have is Pisces season. There it is. As I said that. The cooperation. The suggestion that we can start at a clean slate. As I said, Pisces season. The 23rd for some of you might be important. Yeah. Somewhere around this time, in the next several weeks, we'll be putting in a soft message. We don't know what the response will be, but it's kind of like your nudge to them. There it is. I want to work things out. I want to heal. What do we got to do? What do we got to do? Cooperate with me and I'll cooperate with you. Be careful about your communication. Say what it is you need to say. You've already done the Seven of Swords thing in relations to this person. That's not going to help. So let's say what we need to say. Let's not dodge the communication. You got something on your mind. You got something on your heart. Let it rip. For others of you, simply 7, 8. 7 to 8 weeks, 7 to 8 days. But I'm seeing most of this concentrate around Piscean season. The 8th, the 14th, 23rd, like I said. 23rd is really standing out. So that would be, for some of you, February 23rd or around there. Yeah. That's a very strong number, isn't it, that's coming up this year. 22223. So yeah, around February 23. Very good. I see your energies becoming, I believe, a lot more balanced, fluid, and more open than they were by June, I think. We gotta send out that nudge, though. But the little idea hasn't hit you yet. Not quite. This. What is that? I don't know, but it's like something that's really, that's so, yeah, sorry, I'm going on, There's something you figure out that makes you feel triumphant. I'm like, that's how I'm going to present it. That's how I'm going to do it. That's how I'm going to present it. And here's why. I'm not saying it's malicious. I'm not saying you're underhanded. I'm just saying, honey, this is something you haven't recognized yet. I'm telling you this, and you probably have a blank fucking look on your face. That's not what I want. I'm not hoping for a relationship or a marriage with him. No. That's why it's under your moon. Do you think all that energy, did I say it was done or that it was not done? It is not done. Not at all. Not at fucking all. You don't give me energy like this and don't tell me you're not hoping for that. Yes, you are. I don't think you know it yet. But why do you think you're trying at all? Something over here is not working. I didn't see an ending to it. I still see you giving to it. You say it's very much part of your life, and I also know it's making you fucking miserable. I think you are trying to manifest your love energy in the wrong place, or peace or compassion in the wrong place. This is your motivation for your constructive efforts at all, because when I'm telling you that's not done, it's not done. I don't care how hard they walked or exited or you did. I don't give a shit. It ain't over till it's over. This ain't over. Anyway, that's enough of that. I was going to pull. No. How's that sound go? You are always on my mind. You are always on my mind. I would substitute mind with heart, and then we're closer to the point. You were always in my heart. You have a very strong heart. Of course, it goes without saying I shouldn't have to tell you this, but just in case, yes, of course they fucking loved you. Still do. Self-love, creation, intentions. Understand, please, what your intentions are. The King of Pentacles is going to be about self-love, self-care, self-interest, and your form of self-care, self-love, self-interest is, it would do you well to understand where your heart wants to reside in a happy home, in a loving home. And this is actually what you would like to see for yourself. Okay? Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. There's deception here about what it is you should really be gravitating towards and putting your love into. Okay. There's the guilt, sense of sabotage here. Watching, spying, inspecting. We watch the other person a great deal. We feel guilty about it. Yeah, honey, it's because you desire them very much. And in ways you had not anticipated. Okay? Yeah, healing. We gotta heal that inner child. We gotta heal the inner child. Somebody somewhere when you were growing up made you feel like you weren't worth the love or the effort or the fuss. So it's like you've been spending your time in people, places, situations, circumstances, or things where you feel like you constantly have to justify yourself, your energy, and your actions to get the love that you didn't get when you were a kid, right? Whereas this, the love is so bountiful, so plentiful. It must be a scary thing to walk in on somebody's energy like that where you didn't have to fuss for it, fight for it. It was just there and it made you feel things right there, right then. You didn't have to prove yourself to it in some fucked up sense of self-worth. It just showed up. You mean I'm not working for this? I'm not breaking a sweat for this? They automatically make me feel loved and accepted without rejection or making me jump through a bunch of fucking hoops? Well, that can't be right. That can't be right. That shit can't be right. The love you didn't receive as a child, for some of you, will often be the love that you chase in adulthood. When you didn't have to chase love at all. We will often choose what it is we think we're worth. So if you were always running around as a kid, feeling like you were never truly loved, you can repeat that in your adult relationships too. So yeah, it's got to be a scary thing when somebody's just like, love. They didn't make you sweat for it, cry for it, bleed for it. It's got to be a weird thing, right? For some of you, yeah. They provoke your Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. That's enough. I think I've given you more than enough to work with. We'll take for that. I see what looks like tentative building efforts, and you maybe even being a little firm nudge. Perhaps this person does need a firm nudge, and if they're Scorpio, yeah. We can be really hard-headed, you know, but I promise you that's probably why. If you're dealing with a fixed sign in the general sense, and there's a good chance you are with all this Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio energy, the only one I haven't seen today is Leo. There's a good chance they need a nudge and get their attention, okay? But you're just like, that's what this is, I swear to God. Got a plan, and I'm gonna execute it. Please cooperate. I'm trying. I like it. All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. And it does seem like it's gravitating around or towards Pisces season. Not a guarantee, but that's where I see it happening. Okay. You put in the comments as you see fit. I'll check up on you in a couple of weeks. I don't know that I'll necessarily see a continuation of this, but I'd like to see where it goes, if I'm being honest with you. I really would. I really would. I want what's best for you. You don't just have something energetically speaking that was best for you. It is the best for you in this lifetime and possibly the next. What a mind fuck. There's a reason why you want to nudge. And you have some motivational energy behind it. I don't think you've admitted that to yourself. But yes, you feel like that could be your next relationship. That's why. A real one. One that doesn't expect you to stress over it and cut and bleed yourself for it. Yeah, that's your higher self that needs to be activated. Your Hierophant needs to learn what it should be giving itself permission to. A form of harm, or a form of self-love. Okay? I don't know what that environment is. I don't like it. I think I've been very honest about that. Alright, that's enough. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care, honey. Be well.